Yuba City serving up new rules in its mission to crack down on unpermitted street food vendors. That's where we'll start. Thanks for joining us. I'm Tony Lopez.
And I'm Marley Ginter. Tonight, the city is considering escalating existing law to curb the amount of unpermitted vendors in the city.
Your reporter covering Sutter County is Kayla Muller. She's getting answers on what that change could look like.
There is already an ordinance to fine mobile vendors who are operating without a permit, but the city says that isn't working well enough. So soon they'll be voting to update the law to confiscate vending items.
It's illegal, and I think that it should be stopped.
In the last few years, Yuba City has seen an uptick in unpermitted street food vendors.
Yes, more than I've ever seen.
Now, the city council is moving toward a tighter crackdown. They've introduced an amendment to existing law to allow them to confiscate unpermitted vendors' items. The city says their biggest concern is public safety surrounding food handling.
Right now there's no work. I have no job and this is what they offered me. And it's what I can do right now. Yeah, working, selling fruit.
This food vendor says she doesn't own the cart, but that vending is her livelihood. She says she'd be willing to get the permit, but doesn't know how. Plus, it's $400.
We're not really trying to keep them from doing business. We're just trying to get them to do business the right way. And I think that the idea here is education first. Maybe mild enforcement. If that doesn't seem to correct the behavior, then yeah, we'll go to the next level.
If the ordinance passes, the city says it's another tool to educate and encourage vendors to come into compliance. The confiscated items will be returned for a fee or once the vendor gets a permit.
What we found is not a lot of them are from Yuba City, Marysville. They're coming in from other areas. They're directly competing with our brick and mortar restaurants, sometimes setting up like right down the street. And those folks are complying. And the mobile vendors may or may not be complying. We want them to do their work, but they got to do so appropriate with the right things.
Ultimately, the city says this all came about because of the abundance of unpermitted vendors who have been recently approached by the county health department for enforcement. They're told to take down their stuff. They do, but then just a couple hours later, the vendors set back up. So the city says they felt the next step would be to tighten up the law using confiscation.